I'll read Zechariah 4:10. For who dares make light of small beginnings? These seven eyes will joyfully look on the tin tablet in Zerubbabel's hand. These are the eyes of the Lord, which constantly range across the whole earth. That is a temptation that everybody can be faced with. Everybody can be faced with the temptation of despising, looking down on small, making light of small beginnings. And you look at it, you look at things from the external perspective rather than from the eternal perspective. You look at it based on what people will value, what is attracting the accolades of men, what is gaining popularity, what is gaining a lot of traction, what is popular, what people are behind, what is attracting the crowd. So you despise small beginning, you despise small things. You don't want to have it small. I mean, I'm talking now about different areas of life and specifically about the work of God. That there's a tendency to despise small things. You just two people doing stuff together, just no label, no nothing, no accolades, nobody writing it down and keeping records for people to learn from. Just something happening somewhere in one part of the world, in a corner of the world that nobody says. And there's a tendency to say, what does it matter? Let's go and make it big. Let's go and do it in a big way. If it's not going to be if it's not going to be so substantial and so massive, so why should we even be involved? It's nothing. It's zero. It's why should I engage myself in it? God is drawing a caution here about making light of small beginnings. Remember, God Himself began the world with two people, male and female, Adam and Eve, and and those two people have the in them was the potential that would see the billions of people across the world now. So God Himself is not averse to small beginning. Even when the world was destroyed by flood, He preserved a small group of people, a family, Noah's family, and pairs of animals. So to restart the whole earth, small beginning. Even Jesus Christ did not come at first with mighty angels and just come with shock and awe. If you want to talk about small beginning, that was Jesus Christ, born of a Virgin Mary in an obscure location. Small beginning, small. You look at him and say, and Isaiah 53 said, we look at him and we don't really see anything to be desirable about him. He didn't come with a crown carved on his head from the womb. Small beginning, almost indistinguishable from every other baby that you will see. Small beginnings. And small beginning of walking, talking, learning to walk, learning to talk. Small beginnings of God becoming human. Small beginning of a seed sown. Jesus Christ said, except a grain of seed falls to the ground and dies, it abides alone. A grain of seed. That is the whole idea of small. And Jesus Christ, many places talks about the kingdom is like a seed planted. It's like a seed planted. It's like a leaven that you put in a dough and it starts small. The seed was sown in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago, but see how the tree of the church, the tree of Christianity has grown now. And God loves that kind of doing it again. He wants to do it again in your life. He wants to start small in your life. But say to yourself, how long am I going? This has been small for so long time. How long is this going to be on? That is a wrong question. That's a wrong question, because the Bible says it is required in stewards that they be found faithful. And he that is faithful in little is also faithful in much. So God is not thinking the way man is thinking. God is not thinking based on human accolades. God is seeing your little tiny faithfulness in one corner of the world as the same thing as if you are faithful in the big things. That is who God, that's how God thinks. We need to begin to change our mind. We need to renew our mind. We need to soak ourselves in the scriptures and know that though your beginning was small, your latter end will greatly increase. Understand that, and don't give up. Don't say, "Oh, it's how long am I going to?" Has been small for a long time. That is a wrong question. God is not thinking like that. Think like God. God is saying, think from the angle of eternity, from the angle that says God sees even the little things even as big, even though man is saying it as little. God is seeing it as big. See you later.